a very warm welcome to Bharata First. I'm frankrausanpereira. This is FRP Explained. Since you're here, please like the video, subscribe, hit the bell icon and then all notifications, and do share the content as well so that more people get to know about Bharata First. Bharata First has launched its Knowledge Center and registrations are now open. Those who would like to register may go to kc.bharatafirst.com kc.bharatafirst.com and register now, because there is an early bird offer with some massive discounts. Please make use of it because this is for a limited period only. Alright, I'm here to talk about what happened in Ghaziabad. Very shocking incident came to light over the weekend where it was alleged that a Muslim old man was beaten up and made to chant or shout Vande Mataram and Jai Shri Ram when he kept taking the name of Allah. This immediately took a communal twist and the tweet was shared thousands of times on Twitter. Journalists started talking about it and people started putting this out, saying that look at what is happening to our India. The police then investigated into the matter, went deeper into the matter, and then found out that actually there was no communal angle to it. The person in question, one by the name Abdul Samad, sold an amulet to someone he knew, an acquaintance, a person by the name Parvesh Gurjar, and he was unhappy with the services that were provided by Abdul Samad, and then they caught hold of him and then they threatened him and beat him up. Now, this man in question also called his friends who were Muslims, so it was both Hindus and Muslims who beat up this old man, not because of a communal turn, but because of the services that he provided, and they were unhappy with it. This has been categorically stated by the UP police, and the UP police came out with a statement on Monday night. The incident, of course, took place on Sunday, or it came to light on Sunday. It happened on June 5th. It came to light on Sunday, and ever since it has taken social media by storm. The police then investigated and also put out a clarification on Twitter, and were unhappy that Twitter did not immediately look into this matter. And for the first time ever, Twitter has been hauled and Twitter has been named in the FIR and has been made responsible for third-party content on its platform, just like any other media house would be responsible. So Twitter is also being held responsible right now because Twitter did not abide to the new IT rules that the government has formulated, and that is why this has happened. The government very categorically stated in the new IT rules that if the social media platforms comply, then they will not be liable for third-party content on their respective platforms. But since Twitter did not do that, they are now liable and they have been made a party in the FIR along with other journalists who spread this fake news, and also leaders from the Congress and opposition parties who continued to keep spreading this news despite the clarification that was given by the UP police. The main person who's in concern here is one by the name Mohammed Zubair, the co-founder of Alt News. Alt News is a self-declared fact-checking platform, but in this particular case, no fact-checking was done, and even Twitter did not rectify and call this particular information as manipulated, and that's where the problem really stems from. Very quickly, this incident was given communal color. Mohammed Zubair then later on deleted all his tweets, but the police have categorically stated, and even the Chief Minister's media advisor has said that the damage has already been done, and individuals who claim to be guardians of democracy and who get into fact-checking should do their job better and understand the consequences of their actions. And since this action has caused so much of discomfort within the society itself, I think those responsible should pay for the mistakes, and a lesson needs to be taught so that it doesn't happen again. And if you look at Alt News as a platform as well, it keeps doing this fact-checking or picking up these issues which have a certain political hue or which have a certain certain variety of news itself is always taken up by alt news, very clearly raising questions about what kind of a platform it really is. So this is how the matter stands. This is where it is. There have been several angles to this particular issue. One, of course, being Twitter being named as a party in the FIR first and foremost. This is a first and it has not happened ever before. Secondly, of course, how these fact-checking websites really work, and do they actually do the research and go behind and see what exactly is happening. If they claim to be fact-checkers, then they better do their job well and not cause so much of damage in society and then run away from the problem by just saying, oh, the facts don't seem to match right now, so I'm going to delete my tweets. That's not at all responsible. That's being highly irresponsible. So these are some things that we need to consider and take into consideration. And I think action should be taken and an example should be made as far as this particular case is concerned. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of FRP Explains. For those of you who like this content, please like the video, subscribe, hit the bell icon and then all notifications. You may come forward and make a contribution as well using our UPI IDs. A small contribution that you make will go a long way in us bringing you this content. And if you find a difficulty in using the UPI IDs, you may use our payment link in the description box below. Just click on it and follow the instructions. Also, once again, let me remind you that Bharata First has launched its knowledge center. kc.bharatafirst.com is where you can get all the details. Register now and ensure that you reap the benefits of the early bird offer. This is only for a limited period. So go to kc.bharatafirst.com and register now. That's it from me. See you again next time.